little bit of time to get used to Fight Island and the feel and everything. So what's the first impressions?
Yeah, it's last week was good because I didn't really have the pressure of the fight coming up, so I got to go down to the beach and enjoy it a little bit. But this week, we start zeroing in. Can't afford to get sunburnt. Can't afford to get heat stroke. So it's just been a bit more boring this week. But yeah, it's good fun here.
Your last fight obviously was kind of before all this kind of madness occurred. So this is your first fight kind of in this environment, right? So what's the feel? I mean, how much has it impacted your preparation on a daily basis?
So Melbourne, where I'm from, is just really stuffed up at the moment. We literally have to get a work permit to go 5Ks from home, and we have a 8 p.m. curfew or a 9 p.m. curfew. So it's pretty hectic. So I've just pretty much been living at the gym, doing my prep there, and the number of bodies available isn't as big as it normally is, but the quality of training partners, I've still got my main guys, so we've still got the work in, and if anything, it's probably been a little bit better because I've been spoiled and had more access to my coaches.
I was going to ask, does it feel kind of like, I guess it's not probably ideal for your life, but as far as kind of like the old school training environment,
that's what I do. Well, I do that anyway. I stay at the gym on my camps, so it doesn't bother me too much. The most annoying thing is not being able to go out for a coffee after with the training partners or with my mates or anything. You got to train, sleep, eat. You can't really do much else apart from that.
Nice. And then you get here and you're stuck in a bubble anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talk about the matchup. And they gave you the matchup. Obviously, he looked good in his UFC debut, but was he a guy that was on your radar at all, or somebody you were paying attention to?
Nah, I had no one on my radar. I just said to Mick, who do you want me to fight? I always say that. When they offered me to him, I had a look at him. I said, yep, he's a talented guy. He's very skillful, but I'll fight him, no problem. People have been asking me if I'm sort of offended because they've offered me someone lower ranked than me or whatever, but man, we're in this sport to fight everyone. UFC has been very good to me with letting me climb the ladder, so if they asked me to fight one guy that's a bit lower ranked than me, I would be a little bit of a bitch if I said no.
You think that's an attitude more people should have? Because it seems like a discussion we have more lately. Somebody's like, well, why would I fight him? He doesn't have the experience, whatever. And you seem to be like, come on, man.
People just need to grow a pair of balls. Seriously, we're in this business to fight. I get paid to go do what I love. As you climb the rankings, you probably have to make smarter decisions, but at the same time, I'm a fighter, and if they told me, oh, you change of opponent, you need to fight fucking some heavyweight tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, no worries, let's do it.
That's awesome. Last thing for me, Amanda, like you said, you're still kind of making your way up the ranks, but does the division feel fresh now with all the change that's happened at the top? Does it feel like it's more wide open than it has been in a long time?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Not only new champions, not only new contenders, but new prospects. I'll try not to look too far ahead with everything that's going on the top of the division. I'm just focused on one fight at a time, but that was an awesome performance by Jan Blachowicz the other day, and one day I will share the cage with him. That's a fact.
Is it a tree sleep in a van outside the gym?
Yes, I decked out. I'm a van life enthusiast.
Yeah. What inspired you to do that? What was behind the decision? I know it's to isolate yourself, but why?
No, I've done it for ages. I did it before COVID, so COVID hasn't really done much for me. Man, I fucking hate paying bills. I hate paying rent. It's something I want to do when I was, even before I got signed or anything. I just like the idea of van life and whatever. And then I was able to buy a van, and I've decked it all out myself. I've put running water, solar power. So I've done everything myself on it. It's just a little project I have, and you know what? I don't really care what normal is. I don't really give a fuck what people think about me. So I just do what I want to do, and if it works for me, it works for me.
What's one thing about van life that people don't appreciate until they do it? What's the tip to make us all get involved?
I don't know. There's lots of things that you don't expect. Like the other night. The other night with COVID, we have a lockdown. We're not allowed to out past. I think at this time it was 8 p.m. and I ran out of water in my van. So I was just like stuck till the next day. I was like thirsty as fuck, and I couldn't drink anything. So yeah, like just things like that. It's very convenient, but at the same time, like it is nice to have a full house to walk around at and stuff. But I'm in there with my dog, so there's not much room. My dog weighs more than most people.
You say about the curfew for COVID. I think we're all a bit bored of talking about COVID at this point.
Yeah, the next question.
I was going to ask, what's the attitude about those sort of strict laws, like curfew and stuff like that?
Don't get me started. I'll say some stuff that I'm not qualified to say.
Is there a specific process of quarantine going back?
14 days in a hotel.
You have to pay for that yourself?
Oh yeah, but I think we're getting it looked after by, I don't know who yet by, but we're getting it looked after because I'm fucking paying it.
Somebody better be looking at it.
You think Jan holds the belt for a long time now that he's champion?
No. Nah. I like Jan. I don't know, man, I can't pick light heavyweight fights these days. Especially like I had raised to smash him. And then but then like you look closer and then literally the night I had a big bet on Rays, and then I watched some fights the night before and I went, ooh, actually I'm gonna stick a little bit on Jean by knockout. But man, you can't pick these light heavyweight fights at the moment because we're fast and we're powerful, and anything can happen.
Do you think Don was maybe a little overconfident after going 5 rounds with Jones?
I've spoken about this before. I think like when you have a fight like that with someone like Jones, I'm not saying this is the case, but maybe you expect the next fight to be easier because you've nearly gone toe to toe with the best in the world. I'm not saying that's the case. Honestly, Dominic Reyes is a professional. He would have been preparing his ass off, but maybe Jean Blachowicz is just too good. Maybe, yeah.
Were there any offers to put you on the first pay-per-view card, considering a bunch of those fighters were from your part of the world, like that Oceania?
No one wanted to fight me. I was supposed to fight Modestas on that card. He didn't want to go then. I was supposed to fight. I've said yes to a fight June, July, August, September, now October. I've been prepping for that long.
I'm sure it's just frustrating.
Nah. The best time to train is in between fights.
Sure.
So, like, I think I've seen my biggest improvements. I was sort of lucky. If I didn't get the performance bonus in my last fight, I would have been a bit, I sort of need a fight. But I was sort of able to just kick back and not be too stressed about having a fight, That's it.
Nice.